This is a rope system that we have kind of pre-put together, right, Steve?
Yeah.
On the truck, and it's in their Milwaukee tool bag, and it's connected to the ceiling on an anchor strap already. We can anchor from a ladder or somewhere exterior building or on a second floor and hoist somebody out of a basement or out of a ravine or any kind of embankment. It gives us 4-to-1 mechanical advantage on our pulls and makes people a lot lighter.
So this 4-to-1 doesn't have any brake system on it, and it's mainly because if we're pulling this guy out of a basement, for instance, we've got to be able to let him back down too. But with the advantage we have, one guy can easily hold the weight of a down firefighter.
So first step is make an entry in your building. We're just using obviously our bay floor out here today because it's 0 degrees outside. I'm gonna look at my down member. Sir, how you doing? Are you awake? How you feeling?
Both my legs broke.
He's incapacitated at this time, and he's gonna need some hoisting out of this bottom reduced low profile survey. Where are we at? We're underground. We're underground in a basement. So my first steps is obviously check his max, make sure he's breathing, try to fix anything I can fix right away, and then I want to orient him for rescue, and then speed away from the direction of travel. We won't be needing that anymore. At this point, if you want to call for my 4-to-1 or get a second member to come in here and bring it to me, first thing you want to do when you are installing this thing is you want to prop your buddy up on here so you can attach to his back. Now you don't have to hook the back of the air pack, but if they have it, this large D-ring on the back is designed to fit over the entire pack. Also on here you'll see we have installed another strap. What's this called?
It's just a that strap is just a self-cinching strap to keep them from slipping out of their air pack harness.
So typically when we're loading and packaging members for big drags, I'll make sure I'm on camera here. What we'll do is we'll undo their belt buckle, we'll hoist a leg, and we'll package them back into re-securing their belt buckle with one of their straps underneath the leg. And that's so the pack just doesn't come peeling off of them when we start lifting. This is basically just an additional strap, so we don't have to go fidgeting and finding a belt buckle, undoing it, and then redoing it. We just got two big non-locking carabiners, and then just like an airplane seatbelt tensioning mechanism. So once I have my member on my back, I'll probably have a little extra 4-to-1 slack in the system. I can either stay here and have the other member go package his legs, or I can just toss him on his side here a little bit, come up under his leg, and then you want to make sure you find a good appropriate hard point to clip this carabiner to. If he's small enough you can go all the way back to the system, that's great. Most guys aren't that small, so you want to find a nice metal point on their pack system, on their SCBA, which is right there. And I'm crossing over the left side on the back. I try to look for a right side shoulder. All right, so working by yourself again, we got the main access carabiner through this entire pack, not just on a plastic piece right here. It's through all the nylon and all the structure. Again, this strap just attached to the main access carabiner. It was going down underneath, behind his left arm, between his legs, and then coming back up through here and connected to this chest piece right here. And then we tension with this golf ball pulling strap right there so he's nice and tight, and we're ready to hoist. At that point, we have this little golf ball, glow in the dark, that's attached to a pull. Ready for me to tighten this?
Yep.
All right, when they're awake, it's nice to be nice to them a little bit. So give that a couple big rips so he's nice and tight. You can call, all right, he's secure, we're ready for a hoist.
Okay.
And then start hoisting him out the window. At this point, if there's a window, sometimes I gotta come address the legs, hoist him out of a window or up through a hole and kind of guide him through.
But see, it's got enough leverage that one guy can easily hold the weight of him with just one hand. And then we can easily, as soon as we get him out the window, we just release him back down and get him on the ground where we can take care of him. The other thing to remember on this is don't hook into the plastic part of the pack with either that cinch strap or even this, because it might break out. But if you're through both straps like that, it gives you plenty of strength there.
All right, guys, so we've been talking about how we're going to get like a patient out of the hole or use the system to pluck somebody that doesn't have an SCBA on or a pack or any of that stuff. I don't know how much I'll be able to edit out, but we're discussing that this thing is just going to be kind of inadequate for a patient that doesn't have a pack or SCBA on. This main access carabiner won't be able to hook onto any of their, their fleshy bits, and this single strap isn't really secure enough to get around their body anyway that won't compromise their breathing, pull their head off, or leave them upside down during a pull. So we were discussing it. We said probably the best way to get a patient out with this system is you're gonna have to add in a nylon webbing halo or an expedient harness. So we do have full harnesses on the truck, which we use and we train on. Sometimes you're just gonna have to deal with what you have. So the full body halo, harness halo, works pretty much like this. You just make a big, sorry about your face. You make a big halo around your patient. The first thing you do is you pull their groin up. From the groin, and you then go out wide and you trade it with these right here. From these, you're gonna bring these up again. And let's go ahead and adjust it as we go here. And these now, I can now go back around, find this one that's back here, come through it, there, and match there. At this point, I've got two pretty good handles. We'll just hook them together, hook the main axis on that, and Nick, you ready for a little pull, buddy?
Yep. Well, let me know
Full body
if it's
tension.
uncomfortable.
Got it.
Huh?
Not bad.
So you can see this pull, other than it's not going to constrict his
Just the
breathing at all.
Yeah, it's just the pressure.
It's also not going to completely strangle him or asphyxiate him during the pull. This harness will adjust, and it's not comfortable. As you can see, it's not in the most comfortable position, but it doesn't put any pressure on places that's going to kill your patient.
I'm a pinata.
All right, so when we're packaging a patient that doesn't have any equipment on them, or we're pulling out a naked person out of a hole, we've got a couple different options. We got this full body harness here, but this is a technician rescue harness, and this is really hard to put on somebody who's not helping you put it on. So this is made for us to be using ropes equipment. For downed victims, we have this CMC or PMI rescue harness. And this comes in a bag, and it's two pieces here. You've got a small bag, which is the seat right there, and then you've got some chest straps right here. First, go ahead and lay back for me, Steve, is we're gonna apply the seat, or the seat portion of the harness. And that is pretty simple. You can see it's stitched to its bag, so the bag stays with the product. We start by taking the main access point, which is marked in orange, and putting that right above the pelvic line there, where we're gonna hook into. You see you got two leg straps. Red is your right leg strap, blue being your left leg strap. Go between the legs and back to the side, securing your D-rings, and then put some tension on them. Not super tight at this point. We can tighten them in a second. While he's doing that left leg strap, I'm gonna go ahead and reach under my patient and around and grab this black waist strap and secure it to this locking point there. At this point, we're gonna tighten our straps, and we're gonna move to our chest portion of our harness. The easiest way we found to put this on is start with your point that hooks into your main access point, your carabiner. Put your carabiner in there, rotate it appropriately, run this up the chest, and we're gonna go around giving our patient a nice big hug with these straps. So I'll pull Steve up a little bit here. He's gonna go around his arms there, out the other way, and then we are going to hook in to this metal point right here. And again, adjust the padding and tension it. All right, we now have him in both the seat and the shoulder strap. The shoulder strap will keep him oriented upright while we pull or hoist, and we can hook him into our pulling system. Nick, you want to keep him stable for me?
Yeah.
And when you're ready.
Don't worry, sir. We're gonna take a nice little ride.
All right, here you go, Steve.
I trust you guys.
Watch your head.
Thank you for your service.
As you ascend to heaven.
Well, you can always edit it out.
Yeah. He'll have it on me for the rest of my life.